Good evening, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another episode of A Word with Pastor Webb. I'm your host, Pastor Webb, and we have a very, very special guest this evening, Dr. Jamar Smith. Please help me to salute and celebrate my friend and brother. How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing good.
Okay, how was your drive? How was your drive?
Good. Tampa's always a nice place, scenic place. It's always a good time to drive in Tampa.
So with no bumper-to-bumper traffic? Because no, it's Easter weekend.
Not on this Saturday.
Okay.
Good.
Well, we're not going to prolong the time. What's your story? Tell me about you. How you grew up?
I had the pleasure of growing up with my grandparents in Jamaica very early on. My mom, she moved my older sister and I to live with my grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather. So very early on, I knew what it felt like to be loved. I knew what it felt like to be the center of attention. Great feeling. And around the age of 4 or 5, my sister and I moved to live with my mother here in America. And there I met my stepfather. From Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, very stern, strict, hardworking. And so at that time, my little brother and sister came about. So there's 4 of us.
Wow.
So full house, humble beginnings. My stepfather worked a lot of hours. I would say some days I don't remember seeing him. But I saw what hard work did. He was able to save up enough money, purchase a home.
Wow.
Now as an adult, I realized how hard that was. At that time, I think you had to come up with 20%.
Yeah.
And so I saw the value of a home environment. I saw the value of having a mother and a father in the home. And life was good for the most part. It wasn't until around middle school, going into high school, did my stepfather and my mother split. And all the pressures of taking care of things kind of fell upon to my mother. So now we have 4 kids. You know, not 2 parents, a single parent.
Single parent, wow.
And she's trying to juggle it all on her own. So at that time, I saw the benefit of the family unit. I saw how important it was. And then I also saw the other side of how hard my mother had to work. Salute to her to raise us.
So are you the oldest son?
No, I'm the second of 4.
Okay. So your sister's older than you?
Yes.
Okay. But tell me about your Pine Hills experience.
Pine Hills, Florida. Pine Hills is a very tight-knit community. Everyone come Friday night, everybody's at the football game, Evans High School.
There it is.
Growing up, you could see the lights, you could hear the band playing. And at a very young age, it was the dream to play on the high school football team, you know, to run track, to be under those lights. Great experience.
So would you compare Pine Hills to Beverly Hills?
No. I would say Pine Hills is a working class.
Amen.
You know, everyone there works hard. And at the same time, it's also a community where everybody doesn't have everything.
Amen.
So there is some crime, there is some poverty. But I think everyone there, for the most part, they do what they have to do.
Amen.
You know?
Amen. All right. Give me 3 words that best describe who you are and why.
Strong, intelligent, and kind.
Strong, intelligent. Explain.
My life experiences as a child, a teenager, adult has not been easy. And I think through those experiences has helped to build strength. Intelligent, I've never really had an issue picking up and learning or getting into the groove of any school or business. I've always been pretty quick to pick up on things.
And that come from where?
God.
Okay.
God. I put all my faith in God.
Amen.
You know.
Amen.
He's always helped me. He's always been there, and I've always been aware of His presence.
Amen.
And kind. I feel I'm kind. I always make sure that when people are around me, they win. I don't feel that somebody has to lose for me to win. All right. So yeah, I feel I'm kind.
Good guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, talk about your experience at Howard University, HBCU. Talk about it.
Howard owes me nothing. From top to bottom, from the time I got there until the time I left, I was nurtured. I was built up. I had an opportunity to see so many other black and brown people from so many walks of the world. It gave me an opportunity to see so many black and brown people doing well for themselves.
Amen.
You know, you get a chance to meet people that are 2nd, 3rd, sometimes 4th generation college. And you get a chance to meet them, get to see how they live, how they're moving. And coming from Pine Hills, you know, everybody wasn't living in the biggest house.
Right.
You know,
Right.
everyone didn't have the best situation. And so to go to Howard and see that, it was just very inspiring.
Eye-opener, yeah.
Yes, very eye-opening.
Okay. Now, if you could start over, would you not go to a HBCU? Why or why not?
If I could start over again, I'd go right to a HBCU. I needed that.
Okay.
I needed that. Growing up in a community where most of the people around you were black, but not everybody was doing well, I think sometimes to give you a false picture of how your community is doing. And going to Howard showed me that we're doing well.
Amen. Amen. Okay. What is your profession and why did you choose your profession?
So I'm a physical therapist,
Okay.
a licensed physical therapist, doctor of physical therapy.
Okay.
And in
Well, let me
college,
pause. So do folks call you doctor or do they call you Jamar?
doctor.
Doctor. Okay. Okay. So do anybody ever try to disrespect you by calling you by, you know?
I realize when those people choose to not refer to me as doctor, that has nothing to do with me. That
Okay.
has all to do with them and their insecurities.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, why you chose that profession?
In college, I broke my ankle.
Okay.
And so going from doctor to doctor, trying to figure out exactly what was going on, trying to figure out how I can get better, I began to pour into myself.
Okay.
And I chose this profession ultimately to help myself, to get my feet back on the ground. I didn't feel that I was getting what I needed from the experts that were around me.
Okay.
And I had a physical therapist say, you know, if you went to physical therapy school, you would learn a lot more about what's going on with you. And I dived in nose first.
So was the physical therapy program challenging, hard?
Very challenging, very hard. I don't think people understand how hard physical therapists have to work to get through school. Most schools, 2.5, 3-year program. You're not allowed to work while you're in the program. During the summers, you're working for free doing your clinicals.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I looked at your resume and on your bios online. You have several initials behind your name: PT, CSRS, and CMPT. Explain.
So those letters are just recognized for my accomplishment, and as I dig in to become an expert in certain areas. So the CSRS is Certified Stroke Rehabilitation Specialist. Stroke Specialist.
Okay.
Yes. So I have the expertise to work with people that have experienced a stroke.
Okay.
And the CMPT is really a certified myofascial trigger point therapist. And pretty much that is the use of a monofilament needle to help break up spasms within the muscle. So if you have like a spasm in the muscle and just keep spasming, I can use that needle to break that up.
Is it one shot or several shots?
It's several. Sometimes it's several. Depending on the case, it's case to case. Everyone's different.
Okay. Now go back to that stroke. So can you actually reverse a stroke?
No.
Okay.
No, you cannot reverse a stroke.
Okay. So I was reading on your website this quote I saw, and I love it. People in motion stay in motion. Please explain.
So I aspire to live to be 100.
100 plus?
100 plus. And I aspire to run.
Okay.
I aspire to be active. And with Kino Fit Physical Therapy, our goal is to educate individuals as well as address any type of musculoskeletal or neuromuscular condition that would stop them or slow them down from living that active lifestyle.
Okay.
So as long as you live in an active lifestyle, you'll continue to live an active lifestyle. I think sometimes we think, oh, we're going to get older, and once I get older, then I'm going to slow down.
Right.
Not if you don't slow down, you won't slow down.
So you can't wear your body down?
So that's where my company comes into place.
Okay.
And our goal is to educate and make sure that people are doing the things to make sure that they stay in the best alignment, the best physical condition possible, so that you don't wear your body down. And the wear that comes from natural aging, we do our best to make sure that those processes don't inhibit your ability to do what you would like to do.
Well, you trigger the nerve. When you say stay in alignment, you mean spinal cord?
Spinal alignment, yes.
Okay.
Spinal alignment. Everything is coming from the spine. Everything is coming from the hips. Sometimes we experience things and we have no idea. It's like this insidious onset of pain, this insidious hurt. I used to be able to do that. If you go back and look at the spine, sometimes something is going on there that is encouraging you to feel what you feel.
Okay. In May, I will be 55 years young. Now, what are some of the exercises I should be doing that won't harm me?
So I'm not going to charge you.
It's free. It's free, y'all.
This is free. The first thing is to find out something that you would like to do. People want to exercise.
I like walking.
Okay. So if you like walking, then I would dig right into walking.
Okay.
You know, and from walking you may feel like, maybe I want to walk somewhere different. Maybe I want to walk up some mountains. Maybe I want to take a vacation to the Grand Canyon. And so if you're not in the physical condition to do so, and you'll know, that's encouraging for you to get into the gym and exercise to build yourself up. But the first thing is to find an activity that will encourage you to go to the gym.
Okay. Now, is it better to sleep on my back, on my side, or on my stomach?
It depends.
It depends.
If we're talking about spinal alignment,
right,
the best way is to sleep on your back.
With no pillow?
You can sleep on your back, pillow under your head, pillow under your legs to keep your legs elevated.
Okay.
But ultimately, everybody's body is slightly different. Everybody has different body types, just genetically just made the way you're made.
Right.
And so laying on your back, the bed and the elevation of the head or your feet is all based upon on your body build.
Well, I heard that you lay on your side, it messes your spine up. That's what I've been told.
So laying on your side is good for digestion.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. However,
left side or right side?
Left side, right.
Okay.
So laying on your side is good for digestion, many good things. And when you're laying on your side, making sure that your spine stays aligned. You probably need to come in for a visit, an appointment. I can teach you.
But I need to do that. When my wife and I, my wife did, she bought this little pillow you put between your knee.
Yes.
That helped a lot.
Yes.
Man. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So being educated on how to use pillows, how to use your bed to make sure that you maintain the best alignment.
Okay.
would be good. Now, when it comes to laying on your stomach would be the worst way when it comes to your spine. However, at the same time, laying on your stomach could be good for someone that has sleep apnea. Someone that snores. Laying on your stomach could be helpful for that.
Now, what principles from physical therapy have you applied to your life or you believe applied to life?
Being consistent, showing up, doing the things that you need to do on a daily basis. The body heals when you sleep. So every day the things that you do matter. And so when it comes to life, being consistent, showing up, being authentic on a regular, everyday basis, I feel that principle from physical therapy and the healing process applies to life, and us being adamant about being consistent in what we do.
All right. You just triggered another question. You said the body heals when you sleep. So a lack of sleep is bad for your body.
A lack of sleep, a lack of hydration, a lack of nutrition, the spiritual, the mental, all those things matter. We don't talk about stress, but if you're not hydrated, if you're not sleeping, you're stressed.
And when you say hydrated, 8 glasses of water a day, that's what they say?
Yeah, 64 ounces.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every day? Every
day. And now if you want to start walking, now them 64 ounces may have to turn to 66, 67.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
This is free. I'm getting free.
Yes, this is all free game. All free game.
All free game. Well, what's the name of your business? And how long have you had your business?
Kino Fit Physical Therapy.
Kino
Fit.
Give me a phone number.
202-213-8868.
One more time.
202-213-8868.
Right. Let's talk about your business.
So Kino Fit Physical Therapy, Kino, kinesiology, fit, everyone has different fitness goals. And the body's alignment, the body movement is directly related to your ability to be able to achieve those fitness goals. Fitness goals may be to be able to walk to the store, or that fitness goal may be to be able to go up to the rec center on a Friday and Saturday and be able to play basketball.
Right.
And how you move is going to directly affect the way that you're able to do those things. So our company's job is to make sure that you're able to stay in alignment, as we said before, and keep the strength and the mobility necessary to obtain the lifestyle that you want to live.
And how long you had this business, start your own business?
2013.
Okay.
2013.
Okay.
So I graduated from PT school in 2011, and
wow.
very early on I realized I am the business,
right.
and I need to operate as so.
Right.
So before I even had doors to open, I developed a business.
Right. So I read a few of your testimonies on your webpage. It's perfect. So word of mouth, how you get business? Word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
Word of mouth is the best way to organically grow the business.
Okay. Have you ever, the Buccaneers, reached out to the Bucs and got some business from there?
No.
Okay.
No, sir.
But when you do, I need some tickets. I'm just
I'm
just keeping it real with you. Yes, sir.
Hottest ticket in town.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard you was an all-star athlete. And what sport?
Football and track and field.
What you did? Track?
Track and field. I started off as a middle distance to distance runner very early on. I've been running since middle school.
Wow, wow.
So I was able to win a national championship in the 800 meters, 1500 meters very early on before I even got to high school. Through high school.
We don't do the long run. We normally do that 100. You doing 800?
So I wanted to travel. I wanted to compete. And at the time, just speed-wise, I just wasn't there. So when it comes to the 800 and 1500, I did well.
Wow.
And so I stuck with it. You know, as I got older and my body began to develop, I transitioned into running hurdles.
Hurdles?
Yes.
And you 5?
I'm 5'9", 3/4".
And running hurdles?
Yes. Yes. So in high school, the hurdles aren't as high as
Okay,
they
okay,
are in college.
Okay.
But I did well, ended up placing 3rd in state my senior year.
Okay.
In 300 meter hurdles.
And you played football in high school?
I played football as well.
Did you
Yes,
Did you play in college?
I did. I received a scholarship to go on to West Point Military Preparatory School, and I went there for a year, and then I transitioned to play football at Howard University.
So you played ball for Howard?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How many years?
4 years.
Okay.
4 years.
During your time, did you play against Bethune-Cookman University?
Say it again.
Bethune. Did you play against Bethune?
Yes.
Did y'all win?
We back and forth. Back and forth, you know.
I'm a graduate of Bethune-Cookman, so yeah.
More than likely we won. More than likely we won that.
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew it. So playing sports, no major injuries?
So first major injury was in college.
Okay.
I ended up breaking my ankle.
Okay.
That set me back pretty tough.
So you got pins in your ankle?
No pins. Didn't need surgery. That's what I was told at the time. However, 20 years later now, it's still not perfect.
Okay.
It's still not perfect. So if I could go back, probably some things that could have been done slightly different.
Right. Well, let me veer off a little bit. What about head trauma? You know, I saw this movie, Will Smith. Was it Will Smith?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah,
So I grew up at the time where, you know, it was expected to get a little head.
Hey, I know. Normal.
You know, normal. It's normal. It's the first week of practice. You're going to get a little ringer. You know, your head going to ring a little bit.
Right.
It'll go away. And so did I experience any head injuries? Of course.
Right,
I think back now, you know, when they talk about a concussion and the symptoms to a concussion, yes. However,
had a whole lot of concussions. Yeah.
I had a few. However, if you told somebody that your head was hurt,
I know. That's it.
You wasn't going to be playing.
Ever. Yeah.
So you kept that to yourself.
Okay. What are some of the pressures and challenges that go along with this profession?
Getting people back as fast as possible. When people come to see you, they've already gone to see their primary physician. They've probably already gone to see some specialists and found out that, you know, they don't need surgery. So by the time they come and see you, the only thing they want to ask, how long is this going to take? And so the pressure to get that person back as fast as you possibly can, to find every possible impairment that can be addressed, to go and address that root cause. The pressure is there. I put that pressure on myself to get them out the door as fast as I can.
So is it easier to take care of females versus males?
Practice. Practice. The more you work with a certain group of people, the quicker it is you're able to pick up on things.
Practice. Okay. What's some of your hobbies? What you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to work out.
Okay. Still working out?
I you know, on Saturday, on a day like this, I'm looking forward to being able to wake up, go down to the garage, 2-3 hours.
Working out 2 or 3 hours?
Lift. It's meditation.
So are you benching? What are you squatting?
I'm squatting, I'm benching, I'm deadlifting, I'm creating things.
By yourself?
By myself. I have mirrors up, I have video recording up. I think about patients. I'm thinking about injuries that they're going through. I'm trying to figure out what exercises could they do to improve what they have going on. On Saturdays and Sundays, I go into the lab. I look forward to it.
So at what point do you stop lifting weights? Can you keep lifting?
Forever.
See, I've been told.
To not lift weights is to start the process of aging. You need to apply resistance to your body. Gravity's pushing down on it, and lifting weights is going to help you push back. So is weightlifting better than doing push-ups? Resistance training is just another form of resistance training.
So push-ups are good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Wow. So you deadlifting too?
Deadlifting?
Yeah.
If you're not deadlifting, you're not lifting.
You're a real lifter. So what about your back? You had back problems?
I'm in this profession.
I know you're in the profession, man. God.
So it's just it's
So
my profession.
What age?
I'm 39.
And still deadlifting?
I can deadlift 350 pounds. You know, I have no reason to deadlift any more than that.
I know. I'm saying, boy. I say little push there, curls. You all out. You going all out.
If I'm preaching and I'm practicing it.
Yeah. You got to
on a daily basis. I'm showing people how to do these things, and if I don't know how to do it, how can I teach it?
That's right. Okay. Well, again. Okay. Well, what are some of the mistakes you learned you have had to overcome in your career and your life? I know. Don't tell them all, but I know you made a few mistakes. Some you can talk about that you actually had to overcome. Early mistakes.
Taking people's word for face value.
Okay.
If it's not written down on a piece of paper, it's not true.
Okay.
I don't care how nice the person is, how white their teeth are, how much they love God. If it's not written down on a piece of paper, be mindful.
Mindful, okay.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So have you been caught following folks that wasn't true?
Going into business,
if
it's not written down on a piece of paper, don't believe it. And in the back end, make sure you have a lawyer. Always. Always. You need to be able to have someone that you can call to help address some of the legal issues that you will run into, especially when you're dealing with people. When people see money, for some strange reason, morals go out the door sometimes. Wow. And you need some protection.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what has been your biggest loss or biggest fear?
No fears. I have no fears. I live with no fears. But biggest loss is my father, my biological father, not being in my life very early on. The love and the compassion. Being a father now, I understand what I was missing out on.
Right. Yeah. So do you think that's major? They had the male in the house, the dad.
Major. My stepfather was very involved, but he worked. He was very stern. I think he did the best he could.
Right.
But when it comes to having somebody be able to guide you, you know, when you mess up or you do something and it doesn't necessarily work out how you want to, you need to have a man to say, give you a hug and say, hey, it's going to be okay, and be able to give you some advice versus talking to my friends.
Amen.
And getting advice from them. You know, they're old as I am.
Right. What would you tell a young brother who want to go into your profession?
Find a mentor. Find someone who is doing what you think you want to do. Be a fly on the wall. Listen, soak it all up. I feel like we go through stages in life, and at certain stages you may want one thing, but if you were able to have the opportunity to see what you thought you wanted ahead of time, you would be able to make a better decision.
So do you do internships at your?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Unpaid.
Unpaid internships.
Okay.
Internships are invaluable.
Right.
It's more than just learning how to perform a skill, but learning how to carry yourself while performing that skill.
Amen.
Being able to sell yourself.
Okay. So what are you most proud of?
My family.
Amen.
My family. Amen. I think I've done all I could to mess it up.
Your family, okay.
My family, my wife, my two boys. With them, anything is possible.
And I think your wife told us you're Jamar, Jeanette, and your wife, your two kids are, what's your J, right?
Jamar and Julius.
Yeah, boy, J.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love it. Now, if you had one wish, what would that be?
If I had one wish, that wish would be to be able to create opportunity. Endless opportunity. You know, when people come to you for help, you know, they ask for one thing, but sometimes you can look a little bit deeper and see that, you know, they're asking for what may be on the block right there, but it's something deeper. And coming from Pine Hills, Florida, where, you know, everyone didn't have everything. Most people didn't even have what they needed. Sometimes to be in the position to be able to give that person exactly really what they need versus what they're asking for.
Okay. If you could trade places with one person, who would it be?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Okay. Why? You the first one, Steve. Why?
When you see him, he's laughing.
Right.
When you see him, he's smiling. He's doing so much, but at the same time, he's able to go on vacation, enjoy it, and to be in that position to see exactly how that's juggled. I would love to get that experience.
And he has his testimony, Doc, too. Yeah. You got that rags to rich story.
Exactly.
Yeah. How has God played a role in your life?
God is everything. God is everything. God is a staple. My grandmother, when I was 19, coming back home and talking to her, and she asked me how school was, and moving from Florida to moving up north to go to school was another culture shock.
Right, right.
And she said to me, she said, "Do you pray?"
Uh-oh.
I said, "Yeah, Grandma, I pray." She said, "No, do you pray? Do you pray every night?" And I said, "I could do better." And from that moment on, making sure that I got down on my knees and I prayed every single night, I've seen my life change into
Amen.
a direction to where I know I hear God.
Amen.
Versus before, yeah, I would go to church every now and then. You know, I'll open my Bible every now and then. But to make a commitment to pray, yeah, God is real.
Okay. Is physical therapy a male-dominated profession or a female?
It started out being a female-dominated profession. Started out during World War II.
Okay.
A lot of females were into it, but I think as time has progressed, a lot more males have moved into the field.
Well, how many black males have you seen?
I would say in this area, the company that I work for during the day, there's one other.
One other. Wow.
Yes. Wow. Out of 30 therapists, one other.
One. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So.
Wow. Okay. Two other questions. In closing, any profound statements you want to leave with my listening audience?
Anything is possible. I used to say, "Oh, I can do anything," and I don't think I really believe that.
Right, right.
But anything you can think of, anything that you can dream of, hard work, prayer, if it's for you, it's for you. And I think sometimes we get caught up in, well, I don't have the money, or I don't have the support, or I don't have this, and I don't. That is not your concern. That is God's concern.
Amen, amen.
And if you believe it, it can be achieved through hard work.
Amen, amen. Final question, what's the best talk show in the land?
A Word with Pastor Webb.
God bless you, brother Dr. Smith. Thank you for coming on the show. And to my listening audience, may God bless you real good.